Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
Black Superman.
Simply Cedric.
Thomas Made Me.
Also known as David Clark.
Walter Bryant.
Cedric Harris.
Kevin Papat.
And we pissed as hell right now, guys. Alright, I don't know if, I mean, look. There's a new comic out there right now called Secret Empire Zero. And it might possibly be the worst comic book in all time.
Yeah.
We all had the whole Hail Hydra thing with Cap last year. That was already bad. We figured alternate reality, something done with the Cube. Turns out, the Cap that we all knew and loved that was the perfect Cap, that was the lie made by the Cube. What they did with the other Cube, that they undid the lie.
Apparently the Nazis won World War II.
Apparently, which Originally.
Yeah.
And then America was like, no, and they got a Cube and they fixed it.
Yeah.
You know, capitalism is horrible. We should have lost the war, apparently.
I think Marvel hates us.
I think Marvel just lost the war. Just saying.
Just saying. It's alienating every fan that they've had for over 60 years.
I don't know. All I know is that, like, I love DC Comics. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
DC can do no wrong right now.
I mean, really, they'd have to do so much to mess up at this point.
A lot.
Marvel's had a bad couple weeks. They had the Muslim references in one issue, and now Cap is really a Nazi. You know what? I'm gonna go get my Green Lantern shirt. Go get my Batarang. I'm good to go. I can't be in this universe anymore. I mean,
Superman versus Captain America.
Ooh.
Superman's gonna tear up Captain America.
I refuse to answer.
And that made it worthwhile.
You know what? No, Captain America. Because Captain America just took out all the heroes in one go. I think he can take out Superman.
Yeah, but then Batman would come and save Superman, and
It's so crazy.
It was like reading the issue was almost traumatizing. Seeing Cap turn on all the heroes, leave Miss Marvel's team out in space. You know, watching Quasar get eaten. You know. Female Thor is nowhere to be around. Real Thor is nowhere to be around. Hulk isn't really there because Cho does not count.
At all. It was more infuriating. It takes about 20 minutes to read a comic, right? And that's absorbing it and kind of scanning through it. It took an hour to get through it because I was so mad.
Hey, bro, like when I sent you the article telling you about that, you were like, no, it can't be real. That's not what's really happening. And then you started reading it. So, yeah. Like, I'm
still convinced the Cube is what the key to it all, and that the history, because, you know, they did speak about Cap, when Cap and Zemo were talking, that he accepted the lies as truth and the truth as lies, and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm sure that there's going to be some, you know, light being shed on that really the reality that we're being fed is not really the reality. But I still think that to take Cap down this path, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to destroy the legacy that is this character that Captain America represented. For my whole life, I'm sure for the real fans out there too, for theirs too. This guy is an icon, and you make him into the worst of the worst scum on the planet. I just can't see that I can't agree with that being true.
Well, I think they're finally trying to make Captain the villain of one of their crossover events. Because it's always Tony or someone else.
But he is evil, though. Tony is actually evil.
And it's believable.
Yeah.
But Cap punched Hitler.
Are you a Nazi, Cedric? What happened to you?
I am not a spy.
I hope not.
See Tony Stark being bad, because Tony Stark has been manipulated in the past. But the way they did it, even with Tony back in the day, in the 90s, when they had him evolve into this bad person, and then his younger self came to save the day. It wasn't good storytelling then.
No.
20 years later, it's still not good storytelling to kill your heroes and make them into the villains again. It didn't work for Green Lantern. It didn't work for Iron Man. It didn't work for Spider-Man. Why would it work for Captain America? Of all characters, why would that work for Captain America?
At least with DC, they just it's a different Earth. It's a different universe. If we want, we'll bring the original character to save the old one.
It's the ultimate Control-Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Superman stops Ultraman, or Superman stops evil Superman.
Superman Prime stops whoever.
Speaking of that, we were talking earlier about how could they fix this? At this point, the only way I would accept it is if somehow the other Captain America and this Captain America fight, and the real Captain America beats the other one to death and cuts his head off with the shield. That is it. I don't see any other way of them backtracking this in any way that's going to be just like, we messed up. We're going to just pretend this didn't happen.
I accept that.
But here's the spin. We think the real Cap won, but the bad guy won after all. Like, that's just what they're going to ham out to again. Another 10 years, then they're going to say, aha, we let you believe that the real Cap overcame everything. But he didn't. It wasn't great. Like, they just...
Oh, no. He cut out.
Skype.
Come on. That was a horrible storyline, too. It's so confusing. And if you try to get somebody to explain it to you, it's very convoluted. It's so confusing. Just stop, guys. The character stands up pretty much for, like Superman. Truth, justice, and the American way. The ideal that we're all supposed to hold dear to us. That everything is, equality for all. What yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I mean, like when you think about it, it's like
Elias Hydra in the Nazi way.
Yeah, when you think about it in real life, Cap punched Hitler on the cover, and like before we entered World War II as a country, which was a big deal. They sent Captain America comic books to people who were out there in the war. So Captain America has had an impact and meaning for people in the actual real life fighting actual real Nazis. And you're like, you know what? Screw those people.
Yeah.
He's a Nazi
Joke's
now.
on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, that's terrible.
Yes.
I know.
And he's a character made by a Jewish
What's so
person.
interesting about the character is if you keep his core ideals, it absolutely is relevant today. With the political climate as it is, it still stands out because everybody's so, with the way the government is unfolding right now, you get a guy who's not about the government but about the people. Like, how is that not relevant? I don't understand why you would want to change that.
I think Trump did this. I think Trump did this because he wanted to demoralize us. He knew the nerds would be the only thing in his way, and now he has destroyed us.
I know that it came off as a joke when I said it, but I really actually don't have the heart to show this to my mom. Like my mom loves Captain America. I don't have the heart to show my mom this comic. I don't. It will crush her.
Yeah.
Is Superman our only American hero now?
She said, "Wait, they made Captain America what?" And she's not a comic book fan, but she knows enough about them to know there are two characters you cannot change: Captain America and Superman, because of what they represent.
And they've done both in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's so horrible, man.
Yeah.
And I know we're not the only ones, except for Cedric in the world, that is okay with storytelling.
I am not. It is horrible storytelling. It is so horrible. But it's Marvel.
And look, it's fine to have a hero turn on everybody, just not Cap.
You want Marvel to disappoint you,
I've been disappointed for a while with their comic books.
At least a decade, if not longer, by Marvel.
Yeah, and like every time they say we're getting ready to right the ship, we're going to fix it, they do something worse. I mean, look, again, X-23 didn't have to become Wolverine for me to read X-23. She was an interesting character as X-23. I don't need her as Wolverine.
Keep evolving that character.
Yeah, the She-Hulk did not need to become the Hulk.
She-Hulk was fine.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing this to characters that we love, where they're getting rid of characters we actually love and replacing them with characters that we could love if you weren't killing off the characters we wanted to.
Look, I think the reason why they're doing this to Captain America is because the popular thing to do now is to hate on a straight white male. He's the ultimate bad guy, and Captain America in Marvel is the straightest, whitest male. So they figured, let's take him down.
Look at blonde hair, blue eyes. He fits the Nazi image. I mean,
but
he does.
Cap is different. First off, wait, hold on. This has to be a lie because the serum, the super soldier serum, brings out, if you're a good person, it brings out good stuff. If you're a bad person, it brings out bad stuff, right?
But apparently,
shouldn't Cap have turned like grotesque if he really was evil? I think this is like some memory writing going on here.
Well, apparently he's a good enough spy to get by it all. But I think
you can't get past the serum and Mjolnir.
No, but they set this up with the Hulk. All of a sudden, Bruce Banner is no longer the Hulk. He got shot with an anti-Hulk arrow, and he's not the Hulk anymore.
You killed the Hulk with an arrow. I love Hawkeye, but it's an arrow.
What? That's what I'm saying. They were setting us up for
this. He's gonna get taken out by that. And even we all know what happens when Banner tries to kill himself.
The Hulk stops
Hulk
it
stops it.
every time.
Every
single
time.
So how is the Hulk not going to still be in? The Banner could never get rid of Hulk. That was the
Exactly,
problem.
but somehow they
But even there,
formulate
it
a
was
way with storytelling, just like they did it with Cap. And that's what I hated reading it when Cap is giving his speech for the Avengers to go into their different sectors so he could section them off, and he's talking about even Avengers, it's for the last time assemble. And I'm like, I want to believe you.
I want to feel like he was sad because he's like, this is the last time I get to say it because I won't have the right to say it anymore.
No, because now he's going to say Hydra assemble.
The only person that I actually felt for in that whole thing was Sharon Carter, because she gave the genuine reaction that you would say, no.
Right?
No, this isn't true.
She was
Or
the
even
voice
Bucky.
of the fans. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Or Bucky, too. And I believe that Bucky's going to be important to all of it as well, to try to bring it back. I know he's not dead, because Bucky, you can't kill Bucky again. That's not going to happen.
Right, he's just hanging out with the
same way
Cube,
he
isn't
died
he?
in the first book.
Like, the worst part of the book, though, I thought, was when Cap was sitting in that pool. When
The
Cap,
beginning was the worst.
when Cap was sitting in that pool, and they were rewriting the memories, and he saw the image of him with the Avengers, like the original image of the Avengers, and like he's like, "What is this?" He's like, "It's a lie," and I was like, "No!" I mean, think about it. With the exception of Wasp, all of the original Avengers now have had a stain on them. Thor's no longer worthy. Iron Man is just him. Ant-Man has gone crazy and made Ultron.
Yeah.
Hulk is now not Hulk and off somewhere doing something else. And now Cap is this.
Yeah.
Wasp is the only one that's fine. I'm guessing that's a message that they're sending to us.
Jen Van Dyne's been killed.
legs and Marvel
She's been
money.
killed, but she never got her character destroyed.
Here, let's go back before Thor became, Thor woman, right?
I mean,
If we go back in Thor history, Thor did side with the Nazis in the comics. He was manipulated, but he did. He was part of that. So why not revisit that somehow? Like, if this is where you're trying to go with the hero, he had kind of been part of that. And so that could tie into him not being worthy. There's so many things they could have done to make that compelling with characters.
Here's a better option on how we fix this.
But there's a history, and it does make sense. Instead of, here, everything you loved and believed about this character was false. Everything? No, yeah, literally every single thing.
Everything.
Yeah. I mean, so but here's how we fix this. Marvel, go to DC, admit that they beat you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So they beat you.
Yeah.
What you do is say, we'll pay you $10 million for one issue to let us have Barry Allen run into Marvel and go, my bad, I'm going to fix this.
Yes.
Let's see, what they're going to do is they're going to amp up Quicksilver, and they're going to rip off of these.
You can't, if you amp him that much, he will die.
I just don't get it, man. DC, they've done many mistakes, don't get me wrong, they have. But at the same time, Parallax, we knew was temporary, and we got a new good character out of it. Kyle Rayner was a great character.
Yeah.
At the same time,
not
they
Superman was
went back.
all the
We
universe.
knew, like, there was a reason why Hal was bad. It wasn't just because it was all the history we believed about how he was manipulating people, yada, yada, yada. No, he was taken over. So it was a stupid story, but it made sense, though, with Cap. Yeah. Come on, man. They couldn't have foreseen that their explanation for him always being evil, getting put in this pool, and them saying, now, remember, no matter what happens, no matter what you see and do, you're going to hold on to your Hydra ideals. I just don't see how that could be possible. If he's really, truly that manipulated
and
to his core.
How many super beings
like you guys are saying,
have met Cap and haven't picked up on this?
But enhance the good or bad in him. And he was always inherently good.
The Watcher. Okay, look, the Watcher actually, even though he's supposed to not interfere, has interfered on numerous occasions for the Avengers, for Captain America. You're telling me Watto never ever
the
noticed?
Watcher's dead, bro.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's right.
Dead.
I forgot. I totally
The Watcher
forgot
is
that.
dead.
The Watcher is dead. But I mean, but you're telling me, because as many times as he's interfered, before he died, he never went, you need to watch out for Cap. To nobody? He never said it to anybody.
Apparently he didn't see it.
But like,
He's the Watcher. It's what he does.
I mean, like,
I don't know.
Look, I don't get how none of the gods that Cap just met has been like, hey, we like the old you better, so we're just gonna change this back around.
Odin gave him a hammer.
I don't think Odin has the level of power needed to see beyond realities like that.
Well, in Marvel,
But like,
there's one
Eternity
man.
could, the one above all could.
Heimdall could.
You think? I don't think Heimdall could see past the cube.
He can see past everything else.
Yeah, but like in his little world.
You can't look at. Remember when Thanos had the even the Infinity Gauntlet? There was he could have rewritten everything, but somehow they still defeated him, right? And it still put righted everything back. So if the universe reset already, wouldn't that reset Cap too? A long time ago to be the bad Cap, a long time ago.
No, but that wasn't the real.
What if that was Thanos' endgame?
Huh?
What if that was Thanos' endgame? When he rewrote the universe, he rewrote that in there so that somehow he comes out on top at the very end.
Right?
If that's what really happened, which I doubt it, if that's what really happened, I'll accept that because that means Thanos is just really good, not that Cap is really evil.
That Thanos played the long game? Yeah, okay, I could, that would work for me.
And we do have Infinity War coming out next year, so
I'm fine with that. But
there it is, Marvel. I just fixed it.
They're not going to do it.
No, of course not.
They won't do it.
No.
Pay attention. We're going to write some comics for you that'll sell millions of copies,
right?
And not alienate the fans that you've been trying to develop.
Either let us write your comics or like call up Jeff Johns. Like I'm sure he'll take your phone call.
You know what surprised me during all of this stuff? That Chris Evans hasn't spoken out and said like how horrible.
He's traumatized. And also under contract.
He hasn't said anything. Like he's really active on Twitter and stuff. He hadn't said anything for a couple of days. Like nothing.
He's traumatized. He's now canon captain.
Right.
Like look at the way that their comics are now and how much they align with how the movies are. Yet everybody loves Captain America right now. Everybody. So they just said, "Hey, you know what? Let me kick you in the nuts. We're going to change the character on you."
Yeah.
Why? Why cultivate all that with all your fans? Build up this. Yeah, he was always a kind of character to a lot of people, but he wasn't a true A-list character until the movies took off.
Yeah. And
then they finally get that, and then they destroy it. Will I want my kid wearing a Captain America costume now? No, because that's ridiculous. That now he's a Nazi. And they're going to say, "Oh, just stick around. Just watch."
Nazis in real life are going to start wearing Captain America stuff.
Yeah.
Because even when they fix this, they're still going to hold on to Hydra Cap as part of them.
There will be ramifications for it and stuff, you know.
I don't understand how
I have a Captain America jersey. I have to get rid of
a character created by Jewish men to fight Nazis, to inspire people to fight Nazis in the real universe is a Nazi. Well, he's a Hydra agent. Okay, he helps the Nazis win World War II, apparently.
Yeah.
And apparently they manipulated him as a child, and then they knew all along he was going to be picked for the super soldier serum?
Well, no, they manipulated him as a child and got, like, Hydra in his head, is what I took from it, and then he just happened to get chosen for the super soldier serum.
There's a lot of liberties taken, and a lot of just, we're going to do Hail Marys to hope it works out in the long run in the end game.
Well,
wow, they're geniuses. This all worked out exactly how they planned. I can't believe it. Should be.
Here's the thing, though. That can actually happen because in the real world that happens. See, Barack Obama was born in Kenya, but his mom had the foresight to make sure that a newspaper in Hawaii wrote an article saying he was born there because there might actually be a chance one day that he was going to be president of the United States. So she had to make sure that this story was there for them for 40 years later. So yeah, see, it's happened in the real world because Donald Trump said it, so it's got to be true. So
okay, guys,
Marvel said it.
Facts to back it up.
Here's what we need to do.
Call it a fact, yeah.
We need him with a Captain America T-shirt that says "Make Marvel Great Again."
Hell, Hydra, I guess.
If this was sports, if this was sports ball, people would be burning Cap stuff right now, Captain America stuff.
Yeah.
I can't. My shield is metal.
You can forge it into something new.
I can't. I could forge it. But then, like, the moment I'd be done forging it, they would fix the Captain America thing. I'd be sad.
How? In a different parallel, when Batman tried to save his parents and realized that his parents dying was the reason Batman became Batman, he's like, well, I gotta let my parents die because the world needs Batman. Like, DC was like, that's who he is. That's who he needs to become who he is.
Barry Allen.
Guys,
needs his mom to die.
There are ways to fix this.
A murderous Batman. Flashpoint. and it wasn't really him. It was his dad.
It was Thomas.
You know, so you can do that because it wasn't Bruce.
No,
so you
and
can
Thomas
do whatever you
needed
want
his
with the
son to
character.
die.
You don't make it that character.
They can fix this. They can do it. I just don't think they have the creativity in them to do it though.
No. Get Jeff Johns.
Marvel, give us a call. Hey,
us.
everyone down in the description. All right, we need you to share this video at Marvel Comics on Twitter,
Yes.
on Facebook, on everything.
Snapchat.
Send them this link. We will fix it for you at half the cost of what you're going to pay these hacks who are currently writing.
Yes.
Okay?
Guys, I got it. I got it right here. Hashtag save our Cap.
I like that. I also I want to cry a little bit when I hear that too. or hashtag make Marvel great again.
Make
Marvel
Captain
great
great
I love
again.
it. Exactly.
It just
Make
Stan
Captain.
Lee, where are you?
this is
Where's our character?
the
Where is-
pinnacle of all. This is all the problems that Marvel's been having at the like.
Culminated.
It cannot get. No, I won't say that. I won't say that because it might get worse.
Bro.
How?
You
No, there's
don't
only
put
one
that
way.
in the universe.
No,
They're gonna do something.
I
that's
could
gonna
put
be
something
even
out
worse.
there.
I mean, who haven't they messed with yet?
Magneto.
They torn apart all the core of it.
We talked about Magneto.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, we were talking about earlier. What did they decide to make Magneto go? You know what? Hitler had a few good ideas.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
It's
horrible. Man.
It could happen now.
It can all be undone.
It is all on the table.
Yes.
Everything is on the table. At this point, there is nothing sacred.
Wait a minute. Miles Morales came from the Ultimate Universe, right? Who's to say he's the only one?
Yeah.
You mean Ultimate Cap?
What if this is Ultimate Cap?
Well, I think
Because
The art much reminds me of that too.
like they're saying that the Ultimate Universe was all kind of jacked up. Like Hulk was racist as hell over there. But
And a rapist.
let's not talk about
Kind
that.
of makes
So,
sense in anything to happen too, you know.
but they're saying that Miles is going to be the one to kill this version of Cap. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Ultimate Universe Cap. That's another way to fix it. Marvel, look, pay us. We can do this. We can fix this.
is that what the Cube did?
I don't
Marvel,
know.
the first one's free.
Maybe
you
the
gotta pay
Cube-
for the next one.
Right, exactly. Maybe the Cube did this to Cap over in Ultimate Universe.
Maybe the Cube just opened it up to the Ultimate Universe.
Maybe.
And it's stupid. We know
It
the
is
Cube
stupid.
key. With the Cube being free and going to be assembled and made form again into this girl, she's going to fix it. We know that's going to happen.
But why
The
would
point isn't that Marvel's going to fix it later, is that they should never have done it in the first.
they should know?
Justice.
But why would Cap? I mean, why would the Cube want to do this in the first place? Like, why would the Cube want to be with Hydra?
The Cube seems amused by just things. Like, just.
Easily manipulated.
I mean, like.
For something that's subconsciously aware and you know, the power even Thanos, you know, conceives is infinite. How is it so easily manipulated? I don't understand.
I don't know, but like, think about it. The Phoenix Force was the same way. The Phoenix Force is ancient. It's like it was like there since the beginning of the universe, and then it got to Jean Grey and is like, oh, feelings, and then went crazy. So
Right?
Wait a minute. Okay, so all right. So Kang the Conqueror hates Captain America because of the whole timeline thing when he brought Bucky back, right? Okay. If Cap was always a Nazi, why would he have brought back Bucky, who was super not a Nazi? Why wouldn't he have not done that? Right?
It was a clever ruse.
And then wouldn't that mean Kang the Conqueror would never have come back because he would never have had a reason to do it?
It was a clever ruse.
Why would he work with Falcon and have that relationship for 30 years with Falcon?
It's a
too?
clever ruse.
He was brought in because Red Skull was trying to manipulate.
At this point, I'm okay with Kang coming back to kill Captain America at this point. Like,
I'm fine with
I
anyone
love Sam
killing
Wilson,
Captain America at this point.
Let's leave that alone now.
huh?
Let's leave Sam Wilson as Cap, just so at least we have.
Apparently.
Well, I'm not reading Sam Wilson number whatever.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah, I'm not reading that to find out how he feels about it because
That's gonna be heartbreaking right there.
Yeah, he oh my gosh.
To see like now the ramifications, and this is what Marvel wants. They want us to now pick up all their titles and say, okay, how is this reaching out into everything?
I'm not going to.
But I look at I could look at Falcon and go, God, it was such a perfect character before they made him into Cap. Okay, that was outrage number one. Then now it comes, he was being manipulated by a Nazi the whole time. Yes, that's kind of how the character started with Red Skull. But then this bond was forged between these two, and it became like a. I hate saying it, but like a Batman and Robin. It was a relationship that was needed from both of them.
That
and
means Sam Wilson's never been free of Hydra.
What if he really has never been free of Hydra?
So now, what is Sam not Sam? Like, are his ideals not his own anymore?
He's still a Hydra slave.
I mean, think about it. This could mean that Cap actually never freed Sam. That they've been working together this whole freaking time.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It just gets worse. It gets worse.
Falcon or Cap
So-
Falcon.
So the flying black man is also a Nazi?
He's gonna be Nomad. Watch. They're gonna
Look.
make him into Nomad because that's the next legacy role that Cap had that nobody has right now because they killed him too. Oh wait, and they killed Jack Flag, and they killed anybody that was associated with Captain America in a positive way. Cap killed them all.
So can we assume that at this point Cap probably can't lift Mjolnir? Is that a safe assumption right now?
Right now, probably not.
Nah.
Because he finally had his master stroke. He told the Hydra agents, "I'm the one who called you. Stand down.
Right.
I'm the one who controls the wheel."
Yeah, I was like, no, Cap, that hurt. Oh, and you know what though? I think even this version of Captain America felt like it was wrong because if you look at his face drawn throughout the whole part when he was betraying them, even he was like, "This is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this."
Sharon, I'll explain to you. Yes, when you're ready to listen.
But he knew he was wrong though.
He's super grizzled. That's what he
Why didn't he kill her? Why didn't he kill her? The love of his life, right? Because he loves her. That's real. That's a real, genuine affection for this person.
I'm sure Hitler
So
loved
why
people. Yeah, I mean,
he froze again. By the way, guys, just so you guys out there listen, know, Kevin is coming through on Skype. That's why he sounds different than us.
I'm a robot.
He's a robot. He also might be Hydra. I don't know at this point because my life is crazy.
Hold on. Hail Hydra.
No!
If you can see me, I'm unveiling and I'm showing my Hydra color.
You have a giant Hydra tattoo on your chest that no one ever saw.
Yeah, how did no one... something is off here. This can't be true Captain America.
okay.
Well, you're right, though. Like, the Watcher, he sees beginning and end of everything. And yeah, he's not supposed to interact, but the dude is more social than anybody I know in the Marvel Universe. How could he have not have warned somebody? You know, there's so much they could have done better with that.
Yeah.
And when they reveal that the Watcher saw the sins from everybody, and that original sin wasn't in itself a bad storyline. And that could have definitely tied in better to Thor being unworthy and then being revealed as a Nazi, because it would have tied to everything, you know?
Right.
And then they wouldn't have had a crap on a character that's going to go, oh my God, one of my greatest allies, this is really what happened, this is him, you know? Like, it would have just made more, I think, compelling storytelling, because now Cap has to figure out how to defeat this god who's gone crazy.
Where's
He isn't himself anymore.
Where's
And I think that would have been
Galactus when we
interesting.
need him?
Then everybody, them taking the leader that everybody relates to and listens to, and we all know, master strategist will always find a way to overcome. Now he's our ultimate enemy. Like, I can't swallow that pill. I cannot swallow that pill.
Real quick, guys, though. Okay, on Facebook, I posted this article in a Marvel lovers forum, and one of the things real world that has happened here is sort of like Donald Trump becoming president. This Cap thing becoming a Nazi has brought out a lot of racists. They actually there are people who are like, yeah, Captain America's this, screw all you, this is the America that, and it's really, really happening right there in front of your face.
Yeah.
And even though Marvel may not understand what they just did, they are damaging actual real people.
Right.
They totally destroyed.
Right.
Take away Cap's color. Take away anything about how he looks, and just strictly about what he represented. That's so opposite of what this character is.
Right.
And to destroy this character's legacy just to to sell a few more comic books,
Which they're not doing. They're losing to DC.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But like the Captain America T-shirt, if you look at in the last 30-ish years, you look at when people go out to protest or when people are out doing anything, there's always a few people in the crowd who are wearing the Cap T-shirt because the symbol's always meant something.
Yeah.
Now the people in the other crowd who are wearing that shirt because it represents them now too. Because they're going to have at least 2 years of books to point to. Like, no, guys, remember, it was always really him on our side.
Yeah.
Look at our group right here. I think it's pretty diverse racially, and yet we all can kind of agree it was not so much what Cap looked like that was so important. It was what he represented.
Right. It's what he did.
It's what he did. It's what he said.
It was the content of his character.
Yeah. You're giving hate a hero to support them. I mean, come on. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Nothing they can do will make this stain go away.
Right.
Nothing.
I would have bought it if it was Bucky.
I would have bought it if it was anyone.
And if really, literally anybody else.
Anybody.
I could have bought Hulk being the Nazi spy before I buy this.
Captain America and Magneto were the only two people I cannot see ever become a Nazi.
Or Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
So she's Jewish.
Yeah, she's also Jewish.
But for sure not Magneto, because he...
Yeah, sure. Oh, no.
He was on the wrong side of that.
And Magneto's ideals are pretty set in stone. He believes what he believes, and he doesn't change.
Who knows now?
That's true.
Who knows?
Look, that's what great point though with Magneto is that you get a character that is not only Jewish but also a mutant and has known persecution and has been in Auschwitz and had horrible things that happen in front of him. Yet even he knows evil's evil.
Yep.
There are certain lines. He's had genocidal things happen. I get it. This guy is not a redeeming character at all. But when you look at the world as a whole, like there are just true evils in this world that we all identify with and go, this is pure evil.
Right.
And now you're making the most heroic, the character that stands up for everybody into that evil? No.
It's weird, yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
But like I said, even Magneto knows things are wrong. By the way, Magneto was right.
I don't know if it went to Quesada. I don't know.
I think we all agree with that.
The storyline. But obviously they weren't looking at it as a fan, and they weren't looking at it as really like how much of major ramification this would have on us in the real world. It's a comic book, but why do you read comics? You escape, and I'm seeing things that now I don't want to escape to anymore. I want to go to the real world, which is horrible.
Right? I mean that's weird. The real world is now our escape from comic books. But even though it's a fake thing, it's had a real impact on people.
Going to DC. Yes. You're welcome.
Man.
At least I know they're the evil. Dr. Manhattan is the mastermind behind all of my 10 years gap and what's happened there. But at least I can get behind that because he was always ambiguous. And there was never really a true I'm good or I'm bad. All right, I get that. I can get behind that. And they're trying to fix it. And you got the Flash who can do an instant restart on everything.
Right.
How are they going to do that with Marvel? They can't do that. They don't have a character that has that ability. They have a cosmic cube.
They have Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
Come on, like if it's so rare,
Franklin Richards can do it.
Why is it falling into everybody's hands all the time?
Can he? Can Franklin make that kind of change?
I think he would need help. But Franklin Richards with a cosmic cube could probably do.
He'd have to use his power to bring himself a cosmic cube, then use the cube to fix everything.
Yeah, Franklin Richards is basically a cosmic cube.
What if Franklin Richards
is a cosmic cube? Yeah, what if he is a cosmic cube?
With his ability to reshape reality, to create world, come on, guys.
He might actually he might be the counter to that little girl cosmic cube. He might actually be a cosmic cube at this point because there is no rules anymore.
Yeah.
But what is Marvel going to do? They won't touch on that because they won't use Fantastic Four because they're afraid 20th century will get benefit.
Right.
Look, at this point, Marvel, you either have some of the money or none of the money. You go ahead and pick one.
They're greedy, and it's just absolutely disgusting. You Disney, man. Thank you, Disney, for doing this.
I think that's the problem.
You made the most American character into the most anti-American character.
I think that's the problem. Disney has not taken over the comic book wing. They love the movies because the movies make tons of money. But I don't think... They're like, oh, well, the comic books, just do whatever. But I think this might be the tipping point where, like, we're going to put our own person in over there.
They have to.
They have to, because this was terrible.
It's friendly. It's family friendly. I don't care. At least then I know.
I don't think Disney would have ever allowed this to happen.
Marvel is already the more family friendly of the two comic books.
Yeah.
Or the major ones between DC and Marvel.
No, it's not. It's DC now. Because at least there, Superman's not serving Hitler.
What happens when they make Superman bad? What do they? Because he has. Ben, what do they always though? Elseworld.
It's a
We
different
always
world.
Yeah, it's always
Or they bring in
something.
other Superman to beat up evil Superman,
Yeah.
and they fix it.
right.
But guys,
Superboy Prime, not
guys,
Superman. Prime was
this is
not
terrible.
regular Superman. He was Superboy Prime. Like we always knew going into it. Yeah, this is a bad, evil Superman, but it's not our Superman.
Exactly.
So it's going to be okay, and our Superman is going to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even like with New 52, like when they it was like 2 or 3 issues in when they kept calling it the New 52. David and I were like, so they're going to get rid of this guy in 52 issues because there's no reason to keep calling this New 52.
and
Yeah.
they did.
And they did. It
did.
did 52 issues, and they were like, okay, we're bringing real Superman back now.
Yeah.
And so we always knew that in the end you were going to get real Superman back.
Yeah.
With Captain America, even if you go back with the Cosmic Cube and say, okay, we're going to bring back that reality, we all now know this stained Cap is there. Unless you just separate the two, unless you just make Captain America 2 separate people and say, here's the good guy who was always good, and here's the bad guy who he actually was, and the good guy murders the bad guy. There's nothing else left.
And it has to happen in
What's
front of
gonna
the
be
entire
in the back of your
world.
mind? Is this Cap going to come back again?
Yeah. No, Cap has to kill the evil Cap in front of everybody.
But see,
the
even
shadow
then,
in the
he'll
face.
never be the Captain America that everybody trusts again. Like
Hey,
you're
my-
always
my-
going to
I
wonder
can see
if
that.
even this good Cap is that guy that he just offed
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't fix this.
So guys,
You know what? It's funny you say that. Ultimate. That makes total sense that it's going to be Ultimate Cap. It's the main villain and all that.
it would have to be.
It won't be.
Has to be. Has
Well,
to be.
President Cap.
All right, we're tired of this.
Trying to cap being a Nazi.
Yeah, but guys,
Makes sense. That. Why else would Miles Morales kill him? Because he knows he's evil already. You know?
Or he's just being evil.
Like he knew. He knew. It makes sense. Does it make it a better story? No.
but guys, let us know down below in the comments. How are you mourning the death of Captain America as a character? How do you guys feel? And do you have any ideas on how they're going to try and fix this outside of just saying, forget it ever happened?
Right.
Hashtag solitary tear.
Right? Save our Cap.
Make Cap great again.
Make Cap great again. Marvel, call us, alright? Send us an email, offshootcomics@gmail.com. We will fix this for you.
Get it together.
Everybody out there, share this link with
At
everything Marvel. At Marvel.
Marvel Studios.
Marvel Facebook, everything. But,
Viral this up, people. The Marvel won't fix it until we all speak up.
right, we will fix this. Until
Yeah.
next time, guys. We've been your host, Kirby Kid.
Black Superman.
Simply Cedric.
Comics made me.
See you later, guys.